Hi there, folks. This is Sean Barter for Oxford Club, and I'm here in Toronto at the PDAC, and it is stocked to the ceiling with all kinds of miners, explorers, developers. One of them is Yale Simpson. He's the chairman. Exeter Resources, which is a company that I've known and followed for a long time, and my subscribers have done very well with in the past, and they have a great project in Chile, which he is going to speak to us about. Yale, could you give us an overview of what you folks are doing down in Chile now?
The company has one focus, and that's Chile. The company has one project in Chile. And the reason we don't have a diversity of assets is because when we made the discovery of this gold copper deposit called Caspiche, it turned out to be very large. We put somewhere in the order of 90, I'm not sure, the total amount, say $90 million into advancing the project to where it is. And we've shown that it's got good economics. It's very large. It's a project capable of feeding the demands of that part of Chile for upwards of 30 years. And given that, and the $38 million we have in cash, it makes no sense for us to be chasing around the world looking for something better. I don't think we'll find anything better.
Right, and also, one thing is that Chile is such a good jurisdiction to be working, especially with the things we've seen around Latin America, where other governments are really becoming more grabby. I mean, Chile is more like the U.S. in that respect, isn't it?
Chile is probably much easier than the U.S. in terms of operating there, because they have such a strong track record in every jurisdiction within the country of developing mines. You don't have a focused opposition group who are opposed to every kind of resource development that's there. Certainly when it comes to corruption, that isn't present in Chile. People are surprised by that, but that is the case. There's no corruption to speak of in Chile that we know of. I think with Chile, we all worry in the industry, whether it's in Canada or Chile or in the U.S., whether or not you might face additional taxes or additional royalties. Look what happened in Mexico. Well, I can't speak for what the government will do on a day-to-day basis, but they will certainly not be nationalizing or acting like a Venezuela. That isn't what Chile does. They produce over something like a third of the world's copper. Just for one, they're not going to jeopardize that commanding position by being nationalistic.
And you have lots of copper in your deposit as well, isn't that right?
Yeah, it depends on the price. When you take the total value of a ton of rock, about 45% of that value is in copper. It's very difficult, and the rest is gold. It's very difficult in Chile to drill a hole and not find copper. It is a copper country. The total resource, Sean, I think maybe everybody doesn't know, but the total resource that are what we call 43-101 compliant, and people should look at our website for that, but it's 19.3 million ounces of gold and about 4.5 billion pounds of copper.
Which turns out to about 30 million ounces gold equivalent, right? Yeah.
Which is a big resource inventory. And what the company is doing is working with a number of engineering firms to show the economics, the best economic option to develop that project.
All right. Well, they have a lot of interesting stuff going on in Chile. They keep advancing the project. They have money, which many juniors don't.
Can I interject there?
Yes.
We did put a press release out only last week to summarize what we're doing, because we're drilling for water and other things. And I do invite people, you can see the name in the back, Exeter. Go to our website, www.exeterresource.com. Got that in. Thanks, John.
Sure. Thanks so much for speaking to my subscribers. Folks, stay tuned. I will have more for you from the PDAC. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. Always is every year, but this year there's real excitement because we see the price of gold seems to be putting in a bottom, and that makes many of these companies, which people aren't looking at, now they're looking at them with a really interested eye, and so that means there could be a lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. There's more coming for you. Thank you.